Hi, welcome to the next video on the Academy of Development. If you're here for the first time, it's a pleasure to have you here. My name is Sylvia and I'm a life and business coach. And if you've watched my other videos, it's great to have you back. This week, we're gonna talk about something that concerns majority of us, which is what to do when you don't feel like doing something. We're gonna talk about the resistance and procrastination. So, majority of my clients, if I had to put it briefly, they come for coaching. They need coaching to achieve some clarity. The clarity about their life, where they're supposed to go next, which path to choose, how to develop their potential more, how to live happier, more peaceful life. When it comes to group coaching, people are in search of better understanding of how they can communicate with others better, so how to understand themselves. So there's also clarity around that, how to give feedback, how to listen better, how to take advantage of the conflicts. So number one is setting the clarity on what you really want in your life. How do you want it to look like? And the second very important step is implementation. I mean, we can have wishful thinking, but that's not going to change our life. Well, if that's done on its own, that's not going to change the life. However, if it's followed by the action, that's when the magic takes place. So, the very important step in the process of coaching, or even if you do it on your own, if you work on developing yourself, you will have to set some goals. And if you've worked with me, or if you're my client, or if you would like to be, I'm a huge fan of the micro steps. So not putting yourself out there in the ocean and being thrown by the waves, huge waves, but taking little step by step, learning how to swim, learning good habits, how you can take small actions so that they turn into big ones, so that they turn into big changes that you're gonna see in your life. One thing that you can definitely expect that's gonna happen is resistance. And I get questions from you here and on Instagram, how to avoid procrastination, how not to procrastinate. So once you set the goals that are SMART, this is the model that I like using. You can search for that on my channel and also on other channels too, is the acronym SMART goals. So after you set these goals, you're gonna come across some resistance. There are gonna be times, I'm smiling because it happens to me too. There are going to be days when, even though you know that you're meant to do something, you're not gonna be too motivated. So, and let me give you an example of what I mean. I'm gonna take the last of my client that I work with. So he is on the way to changing, of course, his life for the better. And one of the micro steps that he set for himself is going to the swimming pool. So to free the space in the head, to add some physical activities so that he can move further. And of course, I was very happy to get this message because he achieved a milestone. He didn't give up on going to the swimming pool, even though there was this first hit of the resistance. So it was very tempting. It was a very long working day for him. He had he had some extra obligations that he had to do, and there were stuff that were waiting for him to do at home, but still, the way he put it is, my first self was saying, no, chill, forget about that, it's really, the weather is not that great, just chill at home. And he said, but the second self said, oh, to the first one. And he took the bag, his swimming pool bag, and he went to the pool. What he said, it didn't make his whole day, but he was very proud of himself that he didn't give up. So, and it happens to me too. That yes, it's life. Sometimes, we're gonna have different resistance, either coming from outside, like weather conditions, like family. There are going to be things that life is happening in general. So you will have this resistance in accomplishing your little micro steps. This is no doubt. Now, what you can do to learn how to overcome this. So the approach, there are three things that I would like to share with you now that I have noticed work for me and they work for my clients. So hopefully they're going to be useful for you too. Three things are why, preparation, and accountability. So let me go into details when it comes to the three. First of all, remind yourself why you do this. So in the case of my client, I can't say his name, but I'm saying hi if you watch this. It was reminding himself why he does this. So in a moment of doubt, he has this, that was one of the steps that he decided to do with my support, was writing a note, thanking himself and reminding himself why he chose this goal, why he chose to imply this habit into his life. It was to bring him peace, to get rest, to look after his physical health. Sorry, sometimes I get stuck because English is not my native language. So sometimes it takes a moment for my head to process what words I should use. So he has this reminder hanging on next to the mirror where he, in a moment of doubt, he goes there and he reads that. So have something that's gonna remind you why you chose to do that. Because like I said, and I'm emphasizing this in many of my videos, things do not happen like this. They need your involvement, they need your engagement, dedication, time. So have something that you can refer to, remind yourself why you set this goal, why it's important for you, this micro step. Number 2 is preparation. Again, on the example of this client of mine, once this came up during the session that this is something he would like to introduce into his life, we discussed the things that may stop him. So it's easier to talk about the cases, right? The life scenarios. In his case, we looked at whether he's ready to go to the pool. So he needed to check whether he has a swimming suit, the shorts that whether they fit him, because very often what we discover in the case of the swimming pool, for example, the resistance may be that he would give up because he doesn't have the proper outfit, swimsuit, or whatever you call whatever you call the suit for men. So we talked about the things that may happen, that may push him towards giving up. We talked about the swimming cap, and we talked about the dog that he needs to mind, because that turned out that one of the things that may have stopped him or introduced procrastination when it comes to going to the swimming pool. So he decided that after coming back home, he will take his dog for a walk, even if it's not full hour, which he normally does. It's gonna be at least 10-15 minutes, just for her, for the doggy to, sort out her stuff, and just to have this connection. So prepare yourself. If you want to go jogging in the morning, the day before, prepare yourself the running shoes, prepare yourself the tracksuit or the leggings, whatever you're gonna wear. Put the bottle of water that you're gonna take next to the clothes. The little things. Think about how you're gonna go around the weather that's gonna change. So remember this: we're not looking for the excuses. We're looking for the I'm lacking a word. Opportunities. We're looking for we're looking at the resistance before the actual thing needs to happen, because you don't want to procrastinate. So all the excuses that may turn up before the action, whatever you decide to do, check that, what can stop you, and prevent it. Now, last but not least, accountability. This is something very, very important. So it's the easiest way is, of course, to have a coach. It is easy because you have somebody you report to. You have somebody who is waiting for this text message. Like when I work with my clients, I very often ask them for a text message after they completed some action, or an email. So yes, when you have somebody you work with, a therapist, a coach, a mentor, yes, it's gonna be easier for you, because they make you accountable. You're accountable to them, apart from being accountable to yourself. But if you do not have somebody like that, and you're not ready to take individual private coaching, look for the accountability. So talk about your plans, why you do that, with your best friend, maybe with a family member, maybe with a partner, but with somebody who you trust, with somebody who's not judging you, but still somebody who's gonna tell you, hey, amor, I believe in you. I know that you can make it. I know it may be tough right now and you may not feel like doing it, but I know that you're gonna take the right decision. I'm with you. I believe in you. You want somebody who fully believes in you. And like I said, a coach is a person who, due to the profession and ethics of the work, is non-judgmental and believes in you probably more than you believe in yourself. But when you do not have this possibility of having your coach, make sure that the person who you are going to be accountable, in front of whom you're going to be accountable, who you will choose to be more accountable, make sure that this person is non-judgmental. Okay, make sure that this person has empathy, and that their intentions towards you are pure, that you trust them. Otherwise, you can be, it may bring more bad than good. Anyway, so I hope that this video was helpful for you. Again, just to wrap it up, to avoid procrastination and to fight, even though I don't like this word, but to eliminate the resistance. So go around yourself when you feel that the resistance is approaching. Do these three things. Remind yourself why you do it. So your why is important, and you can listen to Simon Sinek, who talks about why a lot, whom I adore, and his message. So your why, preparation, and accountability. Three things that will be of huge help to you. So thank you for being here with me. It's 15 minutes that we spent together. I'm keeping fingers crossed for you. If you like this video, please write your comments, share it with somebody who may need to hear this. And if you need one-on-one session with me, or if you're looking for the group coaching for your team, I'm more than happy to support you. Thank you, and I'm gonna see you in the next video. Bye bye.